Good morning. Today we are going to see the new topics such as electron configuration and stability, octet electronic configuration, ionic bonding, that is transfer of electrons, covalent bonding, that is sharing of electrons. Okay, so these are the objectives. So here we have a lot of substances in our surrounding. Okay, so each and every substances consists of molecules. Okay, isn't it? So these molecules, that is the atoms, the number of atoms present in that molecules, based on the number of atoms present in that molecules, the substances can be classified into two categories, such as elements and compounds. Okay, so based on the number of atoms present in each substances, it can be classified into two categories, such as elements and compounds. Okay, so these elements and compounds are formed by the combination of two or more than two atoms, that is atoms or more than two atoms combined together to form elements or compounds. Okay, so here all the atoms are combined together to form compounds. Okay, so here this special type of attractive force, okay, that attractive force holds together between these atoms. That force is known as chemical bonding. Okay, so what is chemical bonding? That is a special type of force, attractive force present in all the atoms. This attractive force is help to form compounds, molecules, elements, like that. That attractive force holds together in all the atoms. That force is known as chemical bonding. Okay, so attractive force present in all the atoms are known as chemical bonding. Okay, is it clear for you? So what is meant by chemical bonding? What is the aim of chemical bonding? That is the attractive force holds together the atoms, between the atoms. That force is known as chemical bonding. Okay, so here our first topic is electron configuration and stability. Okay, you might have seen the picture of periodic table, isn't it? Have you noticed the last group in the periodic table? Last group, which elements fully consist of noble gases? So, did you notice the stability of noble gases? Okay, now you look at this picture. This table consists of fully noble gases. Okay, 18th group element, all the elements, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. All these elements are noble gases. Okay. Have you noticed the electronic configuration of these elements? Just note the electronic configuration. What is the common difference here? Except helium, all the elements consist of outermost 8 electrons, isn't it? Just to check it. So except helium, all the elements consist of their outermost number of electron is 8. Okay. What about neon? 2,8. So last one 8. Argon also 8. Krypton 8. Xenon 8. Radon 8. Okay. So here all the noble gases consist of their outermost shell 8. So these 8 electrons in their, this 8 electrons in their outermost shell represents stability. Okay, so what is the reason for stability? The stable elements consist of outermost 8 electrons. That 8 electrons concept is known as octet electronic configuration. Okay, octet means 8 electrons. The term 8 is known as octet. Okay, so those elements consist of outermost 8 electrons. That concept is known as octet electronic configuration. So what and all the elements here we saw? Helium, except helium. Helium contain only 2 elements because the atomic number of helium is 2. So only one shell is needed for helium. That's why it is also stable. Okay. So except helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, all these elements contain 8 electrons in their outermost shell. So this 8 electrons shows very stable for that elements. That's why it is known as octet electronic configuration. So actually what is the meaning of octet? Those elements contains 8 electrons in their outermost shell. That elements are known as octet electronic configuration element. Okay, so octet represents 8 electrons. Okay, is it clear for you? Okay, next we are moving on to next important topic, ionic bonding. Okay, ionic bonding. Here the meaning of ionic bonding is transfer of electrons. Transfer means exchanging electrons. Okay, so here two or more than 2 elements are involving in this process. Okay, so they are always exchange their electrons. So first, ionic bonding means transfer of electrons. Transfer. Okay, so let me see one example. Okay, listen carefully. So here we are going to learn ionic bonding. For that I am taking sodium and chlorine. Okay, so here sodium and chlorine combined together to form sodium chloride. Actually this is the formula. Okay, so sodium and chlorine combined to form sodium chloride. Now we can draw the picture. Okay, first one, sodium. What is the atomic number of sodium? We already discussed in the previous chapter. The atomic number of sodium is 11. Okay, what about chlorine? 17. So how can you write the electronic configuration for 11? 2, 8, 1, isn't it? For chlorine, 2, 8, 7. Okay, so here we have to draw the Bohr's model. Okay, to 2, 8, 1. First shell consists of 2 electrons. Second shell consists of 8 electrons. 5, 6, 7, 8. Third shell consists of only 1 electron. Okay. What about chlorine? First shell, 2 electrons. Second shell, 8 electrons. Third shell, 7 electrons. Okay. Okay. Now you can compare the configuration of these 2 elements. Here the outermost number of shells is 1. Here what about the number of electrons? 7. Is both the elements are stable? What is stable? That outermost shell contains 8 electrons. That is known as stable. Here it's contain 1 electron. Here 7. So both are not stable. But we have to convert this element into stable form. Okay. That is, this sodium giving or donate this 1 electron to this chlorine. Okay, and this chlorine accept 1 electron from sodium. Okay, so listen to me. First of all, what is the atomic number of sodium? 2, 8, 1. Here 2, 8, 7. Okay, so how can you write the picture? 1. Here the outermost number is 1. Okay, for sodium the outermost electron is 1, and for chlorine the outermost number is 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so here this sodium donate 1 electron. Okay, this 1 electron is transferred into chlorine atom. Then what is the remaining here? 2, 8. Here what happens? This chlorine accepts this 1 electron and it can be converted into 8. Then what is the final electronic configuration? 2, 8, 7 is converted into 8 because it accepts 1 electron. Okay. So finally, sodium has a configuration 2, 8. Chlorine got a configuration 2, 8, 8. Now check this configuration. Last number is 8. Here also last number of electron is 8. So now both are become stable elements. Okay. So this concept is known as ionic bonding. Okay. So what is meant by ionic bonding? Ionic bonding is the exchange or transfer of electrons and the elements become very stable. Okay. So once again, I'm telling ionic bonding is transfer of electrons between the elements. Okay. Here we are taking sodium and chlorine 2, 8, 1 and 2, 8, 7. Here the 1 electron is donated into chlorine atom. Here chlorine accept 1 electron. Okay. So finally the configuration is 2, 8. Here 2, 8, 8. Okay. So this 1 is transferred into this chlorine atom. So what is the final configuration here? 8 electrons will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here also 8, last one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electrons. Okay. Now check all this concept. Okay. Before the chemical reaction, what happens here? 2, 8, 1 is the configuration. After the chemical reaction, what happens here? It is converted into 2, 8. Here what happens? Before the chemical reaction, 2, 8, 7, and after the chemical reaction, 2, 8, 8. Okay. Then number of protons before 11, after 8. Number of protons here before 17, after it converted into 18. Okay. So there are a lot of changes when they are involving ionic bonding. Okay. What is the charge present here? Sodium has a positive charge. The elements which donate electrons, that element has a positive charge. Okay. Here which element donates electron? Sodium, no. So this sodium has a positive charge. Here which element accept electron? Chloride. So that is known as negative charge. Okay. So this sodium charge will never change before or after the chemical reaction. Okay. So sodium has a positive charge and chlorine has a negative charge. So this type of bond is known as ionic bonding. Okay. Let me see one more example. Now you can see the picture. Okay. Formation of sodium chloride in ionic bonding. At the picture, first one, they are giving sodium element. Okay. 2, 8, 1 and involving chlorine 2, 8, 7. So after the ionic bonding, the sodium donate 1 electron and chlorine accept 1 electron. So finally, the configuration will be 2, 8 and chlorine got a configuration 2, 8, 8. Both elements consist of their outermost number of electrons 8. So they are become very stable. Okay. Next, we are moving on to another example. Okay. Formation of MgO. Here I am taking magnesium and oxygen element. Okay. Listen. Magnesium and oxygen. Okay. So what is the atomic number of magnesium? 12. So how can you write the electronic configuration? 2, 8, 2. Isn't it? So what is the atomic number of oxygen? 8. So how can you write the configuration? 2, 6. Okay. Here, check this element. Is it stable or not? This element consists of 2 electrons in outermost. So not stable. And this oxygen consists of 6 electrons. So this also not stable. Okay. Now we have to involve these elements into ionic bonding. Okay. So first of all, we have to write the electrons. What is the number of electrons in outermost shell? 2. Okay. So first shell contain 2. Second shell contain 8. Third shell contain 2 electrons. Okay. For this, oxygen, first shell contain 2. Second shell consists of 6 electrons. Okay. Now, this magnesium donates 2 electrons to oxygen. Okay. So, this magnesium donates these 2 electrons into this oxygen. And this oxygen accepts 2 electrons from magnesium. Okay. So, what happens here? First one, they are having 2 outermost shell. Here 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So finally, this 2 is transferred into this one. So this 2 is transferred into oxygen atom. So finally, oxygen got 8. So what happens here? Let me conclude the points. 2, 8 is the final configuration. Here 2, here then we are having 6. And 2 electrons is donated to this oxygen atom. So finally, we got 8. So last number is 8. Both are stable elements. Okay. So here, what happens here? The number of electrons, 2 electrons is transferred to this atom. And finally, both the elements are becoming stable. This type of bond is known as ionic bonding. Now look at this picture. Okay. So this is the example for next chemical bonding. Like this method, we are involving ionic bond, that is transfer of electrons. Okay. Here is a sharing of electrons, that is the chemical bonding covalent bond. But ionic bond is the transfer of electrons between these two molecules. Okay. So then what is the correct meaning of ionic bonding? Ionic bonding represents transfer of electrons between two atoms, okay, or two compounds. So both elements are become very stable elements. What is mean by stable? At the last, that is outermost shell should contain 8 electrons. That is stable. Okay. So that stable elements involving only ionic bonding. So what are the examples we saw here for ionic bonding? Sodium chloride and here magnesium oxide. Now check these points. Before the chemical reaction, what is the configuration? 2, 8, 2. Here 2, 6. Now what happens after the chemical reaction? 2, 8 and it is converted into 2, 8. So both are stable. This type of bond is known as ionic bonding. Okay, clear for you? Okay, next we are moving on to another topic, covalent bonding. Covalent bonding. Okay, covalent means equal sharing of electrons. Okay, what is meant by equal sharing? This covalent involves only same molecule, that is oxygen molecule, nitrogen molecule, chlorine molecule, like that. Okay, so all elements are diatomic. Di means, what is the meaning of di? It consists of 2 atoms. Okay, so here oxygen consists of 2 atoms, so it is diatomic. Like that, nitrogen consists of 2 atoms, diatomic. Chlorine also diatomic. So covalent exists only from the same elements. Okay, within the same elements, not variety elements. Okay, but ionic bonding involves different elements. Covalent means it involves only in the same compounds. So here I am taking oxygen element. Okay, so oxygen is taken as the example. So listen to me. Here the atomic number of oxygen is 8. Okay, so what happens here? Listen, oxygen is taken as the example. So we have to write 2 oxygen element here. Okay. So first one, what is the last number of electrons? That is outermost shell contain 2, 6 is the configuration. Outermost shell contain 6 electrons. No. So we have to dot the electron dot diagram. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this oxygen is going to share equal electrons. That is, this oxygen sharing this one, this oxygen sharing this electron. Okay. So these 2 electrons is common to these 2 elements. Now listen to me. So I am writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So here oxygen element, I am going to share these 2 electrons in common method. So we have to put the circle in this manner. So these 2 electrons is shared to this element. And what happens to this one? These 2 electron is sharing to this element. Okay. So here these 2 electrons is common for this oxygen atom and it is also common for this also. Okay. This type of bond is known as covalent bond. Okay. So covalent means equal sharing of electrons. So these 2 electrons are shared by this oxygen atom and these 2 electrons are shared by this oxygen atom also. So how many pair is sharing here? Only one pair, no. So this is known as only one pair. This bond is known as single bond. Okay. So single means only one pair is known as single bond. So oxygen consists of single bond. Okay. Is it clear for you? So covalent means equal sharing of electron is known as covalent bond. Now look at this picture. Listen. So here oxygen atom first consists of 6 electrons in the outermost shell and the second oxygen also same 6 electrons in the outermost shell. Here both 2 electrons are sharing equal. Okay. For this nitrogen also having different configuration. Here what is the last final number of nitrogen here? 5 and second also 5. Okay. So these nitrogen sharing how many pairs here? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So it is known as triple bond. If it is sharing 2 pair, that is known as double bond. So if it is in single pair, it is known as single bond. That is only one pair consists of single bond, 2 pair consists of double bond and 3 pair consists of triple bond. Okay. Okay. Then balance of this explanation I will send you through WhatsApp group. Okay. Thank you.